Welcome to another edition of In the Trenches with Doug Skene. I am Michael Spath, and we're breaking down the Michigan-Rutgers game. We start off, screen passes were a big part of Michigan's offense early in this game. Here we are, 13:05 of the first quarter. A screen pass that is drawn up perfectly and thrown to Drake Johnson.
It couldn't have been designed any better. It's 3rd and 8. Rutgers is showing blitz, and they follow through and bring three guys. And it's the perfect play and the perfect situation. The offensive line does a nice job of showing pass, flashing the hands, letting those guys go. And the quarterback, and this is the difficult part on a screenplay, the quarterback has to stand in there and throw that ball at the last second, allowing those defenders to get up in his face as much as they can. And know that he's going to get a shot. And a lot of times they just get a shot in the chest or something with a fist or whatnot. But it's a good job by the quarterback here, releasing the ball with great timing. And, of course, the heads-up play by the veteran left guard, Braden here, to understand that he's too close to the receiver, so he gets his big back out of the way by bending over and allowing Johnson to catch the football, and they all rumble down the field like a bunch of school buses. It's kind of fun to watch.
Yeah, the great thing, too, if you watch the play, if you're for Michigan fans, is Amaro Darbo has a great block here on the edge that really kind of gets this thing going, too.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's, don't ever discount the effectiveness of wide receivers that can block.
Doug, 9:19 of the first quarter, and a play that we're just discussing, very similar to the play that Michigan State hit on Michigan a couple weeks ago that they throw to the fullback. This is a wheel route to Huma, where some great misdirection really fools Rutgers.
Well, when you can run the ball successfully and you got Jabril Peppers in the backfield, everybody's looking at him. So it's jet right, and then they're going to pull Kalis to the left. And so you got misdirection causing problems, and when Peppers goes to the offensive left, that whole side of the defense sinks and follows him. Huma is going to go attack the corner up here like he's going to go block off of the jet sweep, and then he escapes into the back. You got some Rutgers defenders peeking in the backfield, which allows him to open up and go free. Now, I got to point out, one of the great blocks on this play that takes time to hang on and sustain is A.J. Williams at the right tight end spot. Does a great job of holding on and pass blocking like an offensive tackle here. That's a great job.
Doug, here we are, 1:45 to go in the first quarter, and Michigan's running game didn't really take off. We're going to explore that in a minute, but they did another great screen pass here to Davion Smith.
Well, misdirection screen pass where you've got motion to the right and then jet sweep around the end of the right to Chesson with a fake to him. And the offense over on the right side there is sort of, pass blocking, but the quarterback makes a double move with his shoulders and eyeballs, which causes those defenders to follow the eyeballs, which is what they're coached. The Rutgers defensive line was hard upfield early in this game, and they continued to do that. And when you got a hard upfield D lineman, you can take advantage by running a screen play, which they do effectively here once again. And, Smith does a great job getting down the field. Kalis has got to improve that 40 times. Smith runs right by him. It's kind of funny.
Doug, early in the second quarter, 12:35, Davion Smith, this is a run that only gains about 3 yards. It looked like he had more potential, but a couple things break down.
It's an interesting way Michigan is blocking this play. On the front side of the play, on the left side here, the left guard, Braden, is going to allow this wide three technique to get upfield and almost take himself out of the play. And the left tackle, Cole, is going to come down and try to attack this front side linebacker. The tight end is going to wall block or just take that defensive stand-up linebacker to the edge. And Rutgers calls a backside run blitz here. They're going to bring the defensive end and backside linebacker off the edge hard. Actually, they're going to roll the corner down, and you got two guys coming off the edge. 14 has got the quarterback. Number 3 is the one who makes the tackle here. The only thing that Michigan could have done differently here is on the backside, Magnuson is combo blocking with Kalis on this defensive lineman. If Magnuson could have peeled off and saw that blitz and picked up number 3, this play would have gone for a big gain.
Doug, 8:10 of the second quarter, and like you just said, textbook blocking by Sione Huma to get Drake Johnson in the end zone from 1 yard out.
Well, 1 yard line going in, and we're just going to try to get to the corner here. And what happens on the front side of the play here is everybody's just trying to hook block, get to the outside shoulder of every one of those defensive linemen. From the center back over to the right side of the offense is just backside cutoff. Keep him from penetrating, get him on the ground. And so the blocks are accomplished on the front side. And the highlight block here is obviously with Huma coming out in the textbook cut block, where you're taught to go to the far leg and drive through. And he does exactly as he's coached, gets the defender on the ground. They will use this play to teach future fullbacks how to cut block on the edge.
Doug, 5:25 of the second quarter, and this is a play that Jabril Peppers blows up with some great, just reading the play and reading his receiver.
Well, Peppers is locked up man coverage. You can see when the Rutgers wide receiver goes in motion here. Peppers comes over, and as soon as this receiver turns his head back, puts his hands up to catch that football, you can look at Peppers' helmet, the stripes on his helmet. He never even looks at the quarterback to confirm whether he's going to throw it or not. He breaks on the ball now and closes this distance so fast. And the funny part about this is the left tackle, number 74 for Rutgers, is the one who's coming out to try to block Peppers out there. That's a lot like me trying to go out and block Charles Woodson right now. That ain't happening.
We're back early in the third quarter, second down and 10, 14:55. Some nice, hey, sometimes we say you got to give credit to the opposing team. Rutgers with a really nice play design here, and Michigan doesn't get off blocks on the second level.
Well, you can see the interior of Michigan's defensive linemen. We're almost in wide, or what we call double threes, where it looks like Hurst and Henry are almost playing both B gaps. And they're hard upfield, right? They're having a hard time handling these two guys in the middle. So what does Rutgers do? We're going to trap them. But this is interesting. What they do is they double trap it. The center is going to go to the front side linebacker. The right guard pulls and traps Hurst. And then the H-back or the fullback at the top of the formation, just behind the right offensive tackle, he comes down and traps Henry. So you have a double trap in the middle. It allows the interior offensive lineman to get up to the second level and attack our linebackers. This is a clever little double trap play, and they get to our second level, and this is a big play for them up the middle, right up the middle of the defense. It's well blocked.
13:45 of the third quarter. Some great individual plays. Defensive linemen here winning their one-on-ones and making this running play go for a yard loss.
Well, both Hurst and Henry in the middle of this defensive line are playing below the eyeballs of the offensive line. Rutgers has no leverage here to push those two guys. And at the top of the screen, you'll see Rutgers tries to take their tight end to one-on-one block against our defensive end, Wormley here. That's a mismatch of epic proportions. The whole offensive line of Rutgers gets stoned at the line of scrimmage. There's nowhere for this defender to run, and it gets bottled up really quickly when Jenkins Stone closes down from the backside. This is just good defense right here.
Yeah, that'd be like me trying to block you.
Yeah, that's not going to happen, Spath. Not in a million years.
About 7:45 to go in the third quarter, and all that passing and all that running to the middle eventually led to some ability to go to the edge. And this is just a nice toss to the right and getting guys out in front to block for Drake Johnson.
Again, A.J. Williams setting the edge on the front side here, comes over in motion and then comes down on this defensive end. And then you're pulling your right guard, right tackle around to the edge. The center is trying to hook block the nose, and it's backside cut off. But this play starts with Butt and Williams on the front side securing their blocks and doing a nice job of sealing the inside. And you got two big bodies coming out to the edge. Now you got mismatches coming to the front side, and this is good numbers. Glasgow does a nice job. His defender at the nose guard falls down, and he keeps going and gets a second block on this play. So you're seeing the maturation of an offensive line when you continue, just keep pressing downfield, and they're getting more and more comfortable with their technique, and also they're getting better at getting out of the edge and running these sweep plays.
Doug, 1:25 of the third quarter. Our final play, and I feel bad. I should apologize to Jake Rudock that he has a career passing day and we don't have a single passing play in our group of 10 here. But
passing is boring, Spath. Let's talk about run plays.
Absolutely, it's a better opportunity to diagnose the offensive line, and this is just a perfect call for what Rutgers is doing. It leads to an explosive run for Davion Smith.
Rutgers is going to blitz off the left of our offense here, and again, the development of running the same play over and over and over. Michigan's been running this play all year long, where you down block the front edge with Poggi and Williams, you pull the backside guard, which is in this case is going to be Braden around for the front side linebacker, you lead up in there with Carriage off the front side edge. And this play has been run out of a dozen different formations, a couple thousand times in practices and in games. And now what you're seeing is guys getting used to understanding and feeling the comfort level with this play and getting better and better, and we gash them here for a big play.
All right, well, that is In the Trenches for this week. Michigan defeating Rutgers by a score of 49-16. We will be back next week around this time to discuss Michigan's victory over Indiana.
Go Blue!